Hey there, I'm back with a few more tips on how to get your indie career started right and give your book its best chance for success. So, sit back and listen up.
Welcome to The Cube with Brian D. Anderson.
Now, you may be sitting there going, why didn't this guy cover all this in that first video? Well, I'm trying to keep the videos to around 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm covering as much as I can within that time frame. So if I don't touch on one of your questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will do my best to answer it as fully and as accurately as I can. So, last time we covered networking with authors and networking with readers. So we're going to go in a little more details of how to do that effectively. Now, most of you are probably already on social media to some degree. Maybe you have Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter accounts. Maybe you have a blog or a website. And that's great because it helps you with the expertise you need to set up all your author accounts. And you do need to keep that separate. You need a space where readers and fans can go to so they can learn about your new releases, what you're up to, things involving your books and you as an author. Now, it's perfectly fine to get personal on these pages, and you can check out some other authors and see how they run their social media accounts, and that might help guide you a little bit. You also want a separate email account because you do not want to be flooded in with fan mail and questions in your personal accounts, because you might miss something. It might go to your spam folder and it might be important. So you need to keep that separate. On all your social media, you need to have a sign-up sheet, because one of the most important things you can do is build an email list. Now, I can't stress enough how important it is. You also need to divide up that email list into at least two sections. One, people who reached out to you and said, I want to be on your mailing list. The others are people from whom you solicited their email address, say through a giveaway or something of that nature. The people who reached out to you are going to be your core fans. They're usually going to be the people who are the most likely to buy your book. You also need a blogger list. These are people who do author interviews and review books. Now, when the time comes and your book is ready, or getting to that point where it needs to be ready, you start emailing these people and seeing how many of them will review your book. Now, most of them are going to say no. Particularly the larger blogs with the bigger followings, they tend to only review traditionally published books, or if they do indie, it's one of the big time indies that they will pay attention to. Don't worry about that. Give yourself time. You'll get there. Make a big enough splash and they will notice you. Now, if you're wanting to coordinate your reviews with your release, you need to be doing this at least 3-4 months ahead of time, because they get a lot of review requests. And if they do say yes, it's not like they're going to get your book and read it the next day. It may be months before they're able to do it. Now, they're usually pretty cool about coordinating with you. If you say, I have a release date on so-and-so day, and it's enough time for them to get to the book, they will usually release the review in conjunction with the release of your book. So that's another really important step. Don't forget to do it. And you need a vendors list, talking about editors, proofreaders, beta readers, people who do the interior design for your paperbacks and hardcovers, cover artists, marketing and ad specialists. Anybody who helps you create a professional product goes on that list. And you need to keep detailed notes on, did you like them? Did you, if you worked with them, how did it go? How much do they charge? What was the turnaround? Did it take them a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months? This will help you later on streamline your process. I wasn't kidding about it being a lot of work back in that Is Indie Right For You video, was I? These are just some of the broad strokes. I have yet to get into the details. I will be doing that in future videos. But if it seems overwhelming, don't worry. You're not the first person to feel that way. I've felt that way. As time goes by, you will learn to streamline this process to suit your lifestyle. And if you need to, step away. Go spend time with friends and family. Do something else. Clear your head. Because you're not going to do yourself any good if you can't. If you're just pulling your hair out. Worried if you've skipped a step or done something wrong. You're going to make mistakes. I've made mistakes, and I've recovered from every single one of them. The important thing is to stay positive and remember, yeah, all this is a lot of work, but it's also can be a lot of fun if you let it. You're a writer. For all the work that you're doing on this publishing end, you still get to have a great time writing the book. So that, try to strike that balance and, again, stay positive. Anyway, this is Brian D. Anderson, and this is The Q. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the links below. Check out the Patreon page and all my social media at the bottom. And we'll see you next time.